going on? I'm just out doing winter overnighter. I'll show you the shelter here in a minute. But I want to do a quick saw comparison and kind of review. I've got 4 laid out here. I've been cutting wood like crazy. It's supposed to be springtime, but obviously you can see what's around me. It's back and forth rain and snow, so I'm going to try to do this quick. But I've got the Silky Pocket Boy here for the small size. Here I've got the familiar BAHCO Laplander, kind of a small medium. And the Silky Big Boy 2000. This is what I've been using for years. I use for most everything. But before that, I used this guy. If any of you guys know what this is a SVEN saw. And I wanted to leave it put together so I could show you the breakdown of it. It's just a wing nut there on the end that holds this small rod in. And I used this guy for probably 10 years before I got familiar with the Silkies. And this thing is fantastic, but it does have its, well, like any saw, has its limits. So it's just a piece of aluminum. You can see the 3 holes there. That slides into that hole. Oh, excuse me, I have to put this one in first. I'm trying to do a review and I don't even do it right. Drop that guy in, and at the same time, fish that through, and you can see that nut extended out, and you replace your washer, or your wing nut, excuse me. And as far as being lightweight and compact, this is probably the lightest and compact out of all the saws I've used, including Silky, but it does have its limits as far as depth, because obviously as you're cutting, you have about this much room in between here, and that's where I started running problems, because I tend to cut anywhere from 8 to 10 inch, depending on how cold the night is. So I'll zoom you in here and we'll do kind of just a quick test. Just try to cut and show speed. I'm not going to time it or anything. You'll just be able to kind of see what's going on. The Pocket Boy and the Gom Boy are both pull saws. All the Silky stuff are pull saws. That means they only cut on the back stroke, whereas this is a traditional like buck saw where it'll cut either way, and along with the BAHCO too. It's also a dual cut. So stand by here and I'll flip you around. We'll start off with the Pocket Boy and just try to show you the cut action. Set these guys off to the side. All right, here we go. Oh, it just broke. Oh, I have never had one of these break. Given this is the first time I've used this one at cold temperatures, the Big Boy I've used in 0 degree multiple times, rattled it back and forth. So, wow, okay. Well, there you go. That guy bent, or broke, right on the tip. I guess this shows you a real review. I still am a big fan of that Pocket Boy. I use it primarily at home for pruning. Oh geez, watch that tip of that blade right there. So now we'll go to the BAHCO. And I kind of had these pre-started just to show it. So here we go. That's basically through. I can break that. So that gives you the time on that guy. Problem with the BAHCO that I've run into is bending the blade. Haven't had it break, but I've had it bend. It still works, but you can see even that bend right there. Now we'll move to the SVEN saw. that's just about through. So a little bit slower than the BAHCO as I'm huffing and puffing here. Nice thing is you can get a double-handed grip on that guy. Now we'll go to the big boy. So you have it. Obviously, the big boy is a big boy. It's quite a bit bigger, so it's gonna breeze through whatever it cuts. But as far as Silky goes, I still stand by their stuff. I'll try to contact the company on the Pocket Boy and go from there. I'll try to leave links to most of these in the comments, so if you're interested, take a look. Thanks.